In unicellular organisms, a single cell performs all the basic functions like nutrition, respiration, transportation, excretion, etc. But in multicellular organisms, there are millions of cells. In them, cells are specialized to carry out various functions so that they can do it efficiently. For example, our body has different types of cells like muscle cells, nerve cells, blood cells, etc. Plants have vascular or conducting tissues, xylem and phloem. We know that muscle cells contract and relax to cause movement, and nerve cells carry messages. This means that a particular function is carried out by a cluster or group of cells at a definite place in our body. All these cells that are similar in structure and work together to achieve a particular function forms a tissue. Are plants and animals made of same type of tissues? Let's check. Plants need less energy compared to animals as they don't move, and most of the cells in a plant body are dead. Most of the tissues in plants are supportive, giving mechanical strength to the plant body. Dead cells give more mechanical strength and need less maintenance as they need less food and energy. Growth in plants is limited to certain regions like the tip or apex and growth in width. In plants, these tissues divide and grow throughout their life. Whereas animals move their body parts as well as they move from one place to another. All their body parts grow uniformly. Only few cells are dead in an animal body like hairs, nails or some skin cells. Based on can the cells reproduce or divide, plant tissues can be classified as meristematic tissue and permanent tissues. Now let's see the details of these two types of plant tissues. Take 2 glass jars half filled with water. Keep 2 onion bulbs on each jar as shown in the picture. Observe the growth of roots in both the bulbs for few days. Measure the length of roots on day 1, 2 and 3. On day 4, cut the root tip of the onion bulb in jar 2 by about 1 centimeter. Continue measuring the length of root on 4th and 5th day also. We can see that after the root tip of onion bulb in jar 2 is removed, no change in growth occurred. It is because the dividing tissues are located only at these points. This tissue, which has the fast dividing cells located at the growing tip of a plant, namely root and shoot tip, are called meristematic tissues or meristem. Depending on where these meristematic tissues are located in the plant body, they are of 3 types: apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Meristem found at the growing tips of a stem and root are called apical meristem. They bring about growth in length of stem and root. The meristem present on the outer side or circle of a stem, which helps to increase the growth in width or girth, is called lateral meristem or cambium. The third type of meristem is found at the base of leaves or between two nodes or internodes. It is called intercalary meristem. They help in the growth in length of internode. Now let us check the internal features of meristematic cells. The cells of meristem will be very active, fast dividing cells. They have abundant, dense cytoplasm. Their cell wall is thin and have a big, prominent nucleus. As these plant cells have a large nucleus, they lack vacuoles.